On October the 16th, 1869, the proprietor of the New York Herald, James Gordon Bennett, summoned Stanley to his office. There was growing international concern about the fate of the British explorer Dr. David Livingstone, who had disappeared into Central Africa more than 2 months before and had not been heard of since. This was the matter that Bennett wished to discuss with his employee. His words were characteristically brusque. "I will tell you what you will do. Draw £1,000 now, and when you've gone through that, draw another 1,000, and when that's spent, draw another 1,000, and when you've finished that, draw another 1,000, and so on, but find Livingstone." David Livingstone was a Scot, born in Blantyre on the 19th of March 1813. He came from humble but ancient stock and said that
"One great-grandfather fell at the Battle of Culloden, fighting for the old line of kings. And one grandfather was a small farmer in Ulver, where my father was born."
David's father was a grocer, and when his son was 10, he sent him to work for Monteith and Company, owners of the Blantyre Cotton Works. Here, the lad's job was to crawl between the huge machines, making sure that there was an adequate supply of smooth thread for all the spindles on the spinning jennies. But already David longed to better himself. With that part of his first week's wages that he didn't have to give to his parents, he bought a copy of Ruddiman's Rudiments of Latin and started a long period of self-education. His mother was loving and tender to him, while his father seems to have been the typically stern Victoria pater familias. Livingstone recalls that
"He deserves my lasting gratitude and homage for presenting me from infancy with a continuously consistent, pious example."
At the age of 21, the young Livingstone decided to make more of his life than was possible at the cotton works. Always devoutly religious, he made up his mind to become a missionary. And as missionaries were required to have some form of useful training in addition to their faith, he began saving his wages to pay for 18 months' study in medicine. He trained for 4 years, from 1836 until 1840, until he was qualified as a doctor and accepted into the London Missionary Society. To put Livingstone's venture into context, it is necessary to see what Africa of the 1840s looked like.